Welcome to Perpetual Backlog Podcast, the gaming podcast catered for you to listen and get through that pesky backlog of yours. With hosts like Aqua, I have no idea what I'm doing, Dalit Duskwhite,
Come for the games, stay for my friends trying to kill me with their horrible puns,
and Leek Whipple.
Hey, this is Leek coming at you with a funny one-liner that I've been ordered to record, but the joke is I can't think of anything, so yeah, finger guns, pew pew, totally cool.
So Dalit, do you find any time in your busy schedule to play video games this week?
I absolutely did.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I played a lot of Guilty Gear.
Yeah.
Oh, this one here.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Guilty Gear Strive, like the demo? Or
Yeah,
beta?
the beta came out and it was, how would we put it? It was rough.
I heard it was good.
It was good. It was good for me.
Once they ironed out whatever server issues they were having in the time between the media pre-release and the open beta for the public, it was fine. But there was a full day in between there where the beta was just down, which is fine.
Yes,
they
yes.
gave us an extra couple of days because of it. But yeah, no, there was, once it was actually in, it was rock solid. Oh my goodness. I picked up Skullgirls mostly because I like the animations and I wanna be able to help mates I have on the project. I'm not a big Killer Instinct fan, so I've really actually not dabbled too much with rollback, so I play a lot of delay-based fighters. A lot of that was pretty lucky. I was playing with people fairly close to me, so it could get iffy now and then, but it was mostly fine. Oh my goodness, playing with connections to Japan and back, feeling offline was amazing in Strive. I can never go back.
Yeah, I've been hearing that this rollback has been a... it feels like you're playing local.
Yeah.
And
Yes.
that's pretty ridiculous.
So, you're in the same continent. Oh, yeah, I'll just say continent. You're on the same continent. I'm across the ocean. Far away. Further away. It's actually, wait, what's the distance between East Coast and West Coast?
3K miles, I believe.
Yeah, about 3,000 miles, give or take.
Okay.
A couple hundred.
How about Japan to West Coast?
I would say it's roughly 5,000 to 6,000 miles.
Yeah, it's about 5,500 miles.
It's about double
Okay.
it's about double the distance of the between the United States and back.
Okay. Well, yeah. So last time, in previous years, as time's gone on, I have attempted to play fighting games with people in America, and it hasn't gone well for me because the netcoding for certain games is awful. You know, the connection always fails me, and I'm left to just watch my character stagger across the screen, and then inevitably the game decides no. But this time, my experience was completely different. This was smooth as heck. It was as if I was sat with them. It was great.
And in the ultimate case of testing, both when I was playing versus League and playing versus Coated, those two were on Wi-Fi.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
Coated could have swapped off. Unfortunately, League couldn't just at the moment.
Nope.
But yeah, and it was somehow still rock solid.
It was very good. Yeah, usually there is a massive pitfall with me. I currently cannot plug into the Ethernet or anything like that. The Wi-Fi, it was working just fine. There was one or two times where I was like the screen froze, and I took that chance to take a funny photo because the character landed on a funny frame. But take advantage of the opportunities that are presented to you, all that. But yeah, no, it was only a couple of times that happened, really.
It's a wonder where this rollback technology even came from, because I feel like this is something they
I can answer this. This is not new.
Yeah,
No,
no, this is not new technology.
I have a full rant on this.
Well, by all means, Dalit, go ahead.
I'm willing to play nice, yeah? So, there are other companies in recent years that have they've mentioned that they use rollback netcode. However, it's very clearly an in-house or a proprietary version of it that is flawed. Two such instances are Street Fighter V and Tekken 7. Both games I've played, both games I enjoy, both games that have kind of meh online. According to Harada-san, Tekken has 3, and we're all still trying to figure out what that means in terms of rollback net code. We haven't been able to figure that out yet, but we're also not allowed to ask him for shit, so fair play, Harada. And for Street Fighter V, we know that they did make a version of rollback, and it was just god awful. It was so bad. But there was hope for it because there was a fan that went in and fixed the one issue with the timing that made it supremely playable. That has since been taken out, and now it's back to what it was. But
why?
Because business got to do what business got to do, I guess.
Yeah, you can't have people going into your game and doing things to it.
But there's an opportunity presented in that case, surely. Like, it would be very beneficial for the company to go, you know what you're doing? We will pay you, or, you could work with us.
Keep that thought in mind.
Okay.
Because it's going to become very relevant very soon. So, the premier rollback networking is GGPO. It's maybe some letters you've seen around if you've looked up anything fighting game related. I believe it's used on Them's Fighting Herd, Skullgirls, and Killer Instinct. These 3 games, which maybe are not the most popular fighting games in the world, but are definitely known for their rock-solid connections. GGPO has been available in its final form. It is in perfect cell mode since August 27th, 2015.
Jesus Christ.
Just putting that out there. And this is its final release. There have been releases before that also worked, that could have been put into every single fighting game that's on the market right now. There is no reason for any of them in this generation to have poor network play. And most of them do. To go a step further, the minds behind GGPO, A, have made it free, as far as I'm aware, and B, have volunteered on numerous instances their services to big games to help develop those games with this rollback in mind.
Oh, okay.
So remember how you were just thinking that clearly this is a good thing and should be sought after? Well, the opportunity has been there for 6 years.
Okay.
Or more.
Okay.
But this is something very similar to, like, the graphics engines. These are just companies that want to have their version, so then they can market their version out and make money off of it.
It's annoying is what it is.
It's also very annoying. So, Strive is the first game of a higher standing to really show off this like proper rollback, so people don't have like this foul taste in their mouth that is Street Fighter V and Tekken 7. Because when you talk about rollback, those are the games that are brought up in the current gen.
And
they're poor examples.
Doesn't MK11 have good server connections though?
I don't know about MK11. I do know that Mortal Kombat does actually have in one of the games rollback, but I don't like Mortal Kombat, so I can't speak informatively on that. And if it does, that's wonderful. The real issue with all this and why it's not more readily available is because, contrary to what anyone in the FGC says, fighting games are niche. The most popular fighting game in the world is still niche.
Yeah, I agree with that.
So,
you're talking about Smash Ultimate, right?
Yeah. I mean, I guess No, I wasn't, but we can say that instead because that's actually another pretty solid example. Because
Nah, you're talking about Street Fighter, right?
I was absolutely talking about Street Fighter.
Yeah.
But if we want to take Smash into example, Smash has awful networking play.
I don't think that's the game's problem, though. I think that's the fucking Nintendo's just shitty internet service in general.
Fighting games are peer-to-peer, though. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, like Soul Calibur is, I guess, so much like from that.
I'm not sure.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if Ultimate is peer to peer though.
All fighting games are peer-to-peer. It's how they work. For whatever reason, that is a standard across the industry. I don't know why it is. I guess it's just because it's cheaper, and again, these are niche games. You don't want to spend more money than you can get back on them. So yeah, I mean, look, I'll be honest. I probably shouldn't say that so definitively about Smash. I'm pretty sure Smash is peer-to-peer, though.
Okay, yeah, it is. I looked it up. Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it's just one of those things that is just standard across the industry. Point of fact, the most popular fighting games, and if you want to count Smash as a fighting game, that's fine.
I don't.
Street Fighter and Smash. These are the games that are most likely to get eyes on them and change the scene, and they just haven't.
Well, let me
And
tell
Guilty
you,
Gear...
Smash ain't changing. Let me tell you that.
No, absolutely not. Absolutely not. Sakurai is not one for the competitive scene anyway.
No.
But yeah, like Guilty Gear shouldn't be the one to have to shoulder this burden. Guilty Gear does not have the player base for it. However, the one upside is I think this is the first major fighting game for the PS5. New fighting game, that is, for the PS5. So that could change things. And having this open beta be free and just have everyone and anyone pop into play and play well, play on a good connection anyway, might be the straw that breaks the camel's back. And I'll talk about this another time because there's plenty of fighting games that are coming up. But there was a conference held just a couple days ago, and this was a topic that they just couldn't ignore. So they're looking at it.
Roll back.
And if it means, and if it means I get
back.
to play fighty games with people in Japan and Leak and people in Canada and in the UK, that'd be grand.
Yep. Let us connect.
/rant / I wish I'd written something down and actually had more cohesive thoughts, but
Yeah, that was good. Big clap. I agree.
clap. What'd you do this week, Leak?
Well, I was attempting to beat up Dollar in Guilty Gear Strive.
Okay.
I don't think I won many times, but I was enjoying myself. I finally got my boyo back, Faust. I love that character so much. He's missing his doors, though. I will never leave this alone.
yeah, they've gone horror with him now.
He's so creepy.
This is how you beat Dollar.
I
was gonna say, this is how you beat Dollar. You just press buttons. If you don't know what you're doing, he won't know what you're doing.
The button mash technique, yeah sure.
hey, it beats him in
I do get
cross
frustrated
tag.
by that. This is fair.
Yeah, no, my problem is I'm not aggressive enough. I'm still trying to get to grips with it again. It's been a while since I've played Guilty Gear, but I'm very happy that I am playing it again. But yeah, no, like the other character I used to love was Zappa. So it seems like they've merged Zappa and Faust together now. Like he's all creepy. He's no longer silly bald clown man. That is also a doctor and has a very dark past, actually. Holy shit! But
a lot of things in
and
one
Eno
character.
is coming out. I'm
Yes,
very
she
excited.
is.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Eno is definitely coming out, and Max called her shirt a bra. Then I was like, "That's not a bra, Max."
Well,
I mean-
it's more than what she's worn before, honestly.
Yeah.
Previously,
I mean-
she had no bra. She is now
True.
all supported.
There is
Ready to
one
jump
button
around.
desperately holding that top together.
Yeah, that's the button to save the world right there.
Oh
The
gosh.
one button to rule them all.
Oh,
No Vesperia this week, Dalit?
No, because the beta was very time specific. I took my opportunity just to indulge in that because it goes down tomorrow morning.
Okay. Any 14 leak?
Oh, well, I did play a bit last week. Just nothing much, nothing special to talk about. But I played Stardew Valley. I needed some me time, and what
Oh.
better way to relax than
Then
to
farm.
like frolic in a virtual farm and then try to date digital people. All those pixels. Oh my god! No, it's such a relaxing game. It's just one I always go back to now and again. I can't really say that for any other game, really. Yeah, it's just one I play constantly over and over now and again. Every like twice a year, perhaps I'll go. I fancy. It's like when you crave a McDonald's. You don't wanna usually indulge in something for so long, but then you one day you just crave a McDonald's and then you go, and then you put it down and never do it for ages and ages. It's the same with Stardew Valley.
I don't know. I might be the only one here, but I have never craved McDonald's.
No, it's a place you end up at.
Yeah, it's a place that I'm like, oh, I guess I'm ordering McDonald's. It's not a, man, I really want McDonald's.
I don't usually get fast food burgers and stuff, so it's just one of those things.
Well, unfortunately, living in America, I can spit and there'll be a fucking fast food joint. So I guess
Correct.
I have options.
Yeah, the main burger joints that are fast food here is McDonald's, or is there a Burger King? KFC is popular, even though that's not technically a burger place.
Though to be fair, your guys' McDonald's are probably a little bit better than ours.
Oh, we
anyway.
got Wendy's here. I don't know why they're here, but they are.
Wendy's is good. Like Wendy's is actually like good for fast food.
I agree.
Like if you're down a fork or whatever, and there's one McDonald's and one Wendy's, you go down the Wendy's path. You don't go down the McDonald's path.
This is unequivocally true.
Yeah, I always wonder how the taste differs from country to country, though. You need to experiment. If you ever come over here, guys.
Don't worry. If I ever come over there, we're hitting up the McDonald's and the Wendy's because
it's gonna be fun. I'll just lead you around. Go now, eat this. Now eat this. Now try
if
this.
If we ever come over, he's eating that stuff. I have Japanese festival food to put in my belly.
Okay. So these are two places out of. If I ever go to Japan, I'm going to be there for longer than enough for me to eat more than that two places. All right. The rest of that will be me stuffing my face full of any type of Japanese food. So
I'll just shove you towards convenience because the convenience store food over here is really good.
Melon pie.
And they differ from store to store as well.
Aqua, can you imagine? Just it's 11 o'clock at night. You've taken a nap. You've messed up your sleep schedule, and you're hankering. Can you imagine being in America and saying, "I'm going down to 7-Eleven"? For food.
Okay,
for
so
food.
One, if there's a 7-Eleven near me, probably not because I'd get shot.
That's also fair.
Two.
Oh, that dialed up.
Two. Maybe if I was hankering for some slushies, because that's the only real reason to go to 7-Eleven. You see, Leek, you're so lucky. All right. When you go to your convenience store, or whatever, you don't have to worry about
convenient. I see.
It's very convenient. All right, and two, you don't have to worry about maybe getting shot.
It's true. The one down from my place it opened up last year and it's already been held up 4 or 5 times. It's pretty impressive.
There's a gas station right across from where I live, or whatever. It's been shot at like 4 times. So
interesting.
It's only when I'm talking about this with someone who doesn't live in America that I realize how ridiculous this all sounds.
Honestly, it sounds terrifying and ridiculous. I go to the convenience, I get a delightful bun. Not.
Yeah, no,
no care in the world.
I can imagine waking up at like 1 o'clock in the morning, and be like, man, I need to get some melon pan. So just like,
and then walking there and not.
Okay, so even though I have the chance of getting shot, I will still walk to the gas station down the street at 1 o'clock in the morning.
Absolutely not. I'm not getting out of my car. Cheers.
Yeah.
So yeah, games.
Video games.
Not. Yeah.
Is that all you
Let's move
guys
away
played
from
this
the
week?
Game of life.
Yeah, let's move away from the game of life. Um, is that all you guys played?
Yeah, more or less.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Honestly,
Well, sweet.
I may
'cause,
dabble. I was literally playing Stardew Valley up until you called me. I was like, "Fuck, gotta finish the day." Quick.
I played.
Very good.
I played. Did I play any more of Ys 9 this week?
Surely you have.
I'm chapter 6 of Ys 9. I've gotten everybody but Renegade in my party.
Help me out. Which one is Renegade?
The one that looks like a nun,
Ah, okay.
but like a guy nun. So
Yeah.
Bridget from Guilty Gear.
Sorry, Bridget Mains. It was Eno the whole time.
it was Eno the whole time.
My gosh.
Yeah, I played a little bit of Ys 9, but after like halfway through the week, I stopped because so I got my taxes back, so I've been like looking everywhere to find a PS5. Which I can gladly say I now own a PS5. I just have to wait for Sony to send it to me.
Woo!
Clap, clap, clap. Will you regale us your adventures?
Oh yeah. Well, will I regale my adventures of buying a PS5?
Yes.
Yeah. Well, some guy on Craigslist, I guess, was trying to scam me out of money. He kept giving me the runaround on it, so I said fuck it, and then Sony Direct was doing their virtual queue thing at that moment, and I was like, let me get in. It said I had 4 minutes left until I was out of the queue and into the shop, and I was like, oh shit, I'm gonna actually get in. I got in. There was PS5s left. I was like, fuck it. So I got me a disc version, a disc edition of the PS5, and got the 1 to 2 day free shipping because I have PS Plus, and yeah, it'll be here sometime this week, hopefully, if they ship it out. If they're pretty expedient on when it comes to shipping it out. I don't know how long it actually takes them. But yeah.
Well, we look forward to hearing about that next week.
Yeah.
I'm glad you got the disc version too, because
I was gonna get the digital because I don't actually buy a lot of discs anymore. And the ones that I do actually buy discs, I usually end up buying digitals as well anyway. Because most of the time when I buy disc stuff, it's usually in a collector's edition pack. So it's like I'm not actually buying it for the disc for the game. I'm actually buying for what's coming with it.
I see.
But yeah, I mean, I have some physical PS4 games, so I can just throw them in there if I really wanted to play them. But yeah, I got that. So I'm gonna hold off on playing pretty much anything on my PS4 until I get my PS5, so I can have just an overall better experience.
Understandable.
You can do a direct comparison now, though. This is an opportunity to do that.
Yeah. I'll turn on my PS4, play a little bit of Ys 9, then turn on my PS5 and play a little bit of Ys 9 and be like, yeah.
You can do it. You could do it side by side.
I could
TVs.
I have dual monitors, so. So I technically could do that.
It'd be fun experiment.
There'd be a lot of rewiring.
Oh wait, can you have two? Because you use the same account, right?
I mean, I don't have to. As long as it's downloaded on the PlayStation or whatever, you can pretty much play it on any account.
Ah, okay.
So
That's
yeah.
Right, yes.
I played 14 as well. I did a lot more leveling.
Hey, you can do the PS5 beta for 14.
I could, probably won't, but I could. I think
podcast comparisons.
I think I still have to have a PS4 license for 14.
Correct.
So I don't have a PS4 license for 14. I have PC.
Oh.
Yeah, I just have PC. Yeah.
I see. Okay, no, I get it now.
You have to be playing. You have to be already having.
Oh no, I just because PS5's on the brain now. I assumed you play 14 on the console.
Oh no. purely PC boy when it comes to that. I got my machinist to 71, and now I'm currently working on my dragoon, getting that to 71. And then after that, I will work on my ninja and get that to 71. And then I'll get my paladin to 71. And then I'll do all the rest of my leveling in Bashta.
Yeah. Yeah, I need to get on that. I keep saying... I said the exact same thing last week, too.
Oh! I did buy Valheim.
Oh,
Oof.
did you?
Yes. I played it for one night.
Yeah.
Because I have a lot of other stuff I'm doing. But I played it for one night because I have a bunch of friends that are playing it. So they have their own, like... We have our own, like, Viking base that we're playing with and everything. Yeah, I have like 6 or 7 people like actually playing in this one server.
That's great.
That game's actually really fucking cool. It's not really my cup of tea because I'm not normally a like I don't want to say like a Minecraft type of guy, but like it's kind of like a Minecraft type of thing.
It's not like Rust, eh?
It's more like I want to say like Rust. I would say it's more like fuck, what's that game? I don't know. It's escaping my brain right now, but there is.
Shall I say Skyrim to throw him off?
No. I mean, okay, so it's I compared it to Minecraft because pretty much everything you can do in it, you can do in Minecraft.
Yeah.
And,
yeah, like a friend of mine, well, not a friend of mine, someone that I know sometimes. Anyway, yeah, they said they compared it to Terraria.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
The 3D.
Well, I always thought Terraria
I should
was
use the
3D
word
Minecraft and 2D
more.
Minecraft.
I need to use that
Correct.
more.
But like, I mean, you pretty much can build pretty much whatever you want. I mean, there's even portals in the game. You can make portals to teleport you from one part of the thing to another.
Now you're thinking with portals.
Yeah. You can't transport ore through the portals, though. When you walk through the portal, the ore drops on the ground. So, you kind of have to transport the ore via cart or boat. I was watching my friends play last night, and they were sailing, and they ran into a bunch of sea serpents, which was kind of scary. Then they went into a swamp area, and as soon as they stepped out, they were what we were calling it was just a blob, but we were calling it a gelatinous cube because half the people in there actually play D&D. A lot of people they ran into a bunch of skeletons that like 2-hit them. There were some ghost lich enemies that cast poison on you.
Yeah.
Don't go into the swamp unless you're actually ready, because that place will fuck you up.
How big was the sea serpent? Was it like a huge leviathan?
Nah, it was like a really big eel. Like imagine
that is how they're drawn on the map. That's fair play.
Imagine an eel, all right, and then make that the size of a shark. That was pretty much how big it was. So,
being distracted by cheekiness. Anyway,
I was like, oh my god, Jormungandr's coming after you.
Oh no.
Nah. If you do look up in the sky, though, at least parts of the area, you can actually see what I assume is Yggdrasil.
Yes, there's a big tree, isn't there?
There is a big tree that like stretches up into the sky. So that's pretty cool. That game's really fun. Like I said, it's not my cup of tea because I don't like get into the whole like survival, like build up a bunch of stuff. But my friends do, and it's actually really fun to watch them play it.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, that game hit 3 million sold the other day.
Nice, that's very good.
It only takes a couple of the right online personalities to pick it up for a game to go from obscurity to like #1 trending immediately.
No joke.
I
I saw all the streamers playing it.
Yeah, like everybody's fucking playing it, and I mean, good for. I mean, I forget what the developer's called, but only 5 people are working on this game. Let me tell you what's going to change. Probably more than it's going to have. Probably more than 5 people now, because normally when developers hit it big with a game like that and they get a crap ton of money, they will definitely hire on some more people.
Yeah, good.
So yeah, that game was fun. I think that's all I played this week. I'm just really psyched to have this PS5 coming, and there will be a lot of console playing in the next couple of weeks.
I look forward to your enjoyment of this thing that I don't have.
I will now have 2 controllers too. So it'll be yes.
Yeah, just send one over. I'll be a bit delayed, but I can play from there.
But yeah, that's all I did. So I guess we can head over into our actual lengthy bit of news this week, because we had 2 big type of conferences happen this week. But first, we're gonna get through a couple of quick things. This week in the Silent Hill rumor mill that's been happening for the past couple of months.
It's great.
Bloober Team, which is the developer that that made the Medium, says that their next game is based on an existing horror IP from a famous publisher.
Yes.
This team is also the team that had the Silent Hills composer, the one that had the interview the other like a week and a half ago.
Mm-hmm.
He was working with them for the Medium and was also signed on for another game. So they're 100% working on one of the Silent Hills that's coming out.
Yeah, Akira Yamaoka.
Yeah.
Akira Yamaoka definitely. Well, he confirmed, didn't he? He was working with Blooper.
Yeah.
And then that interview he was in that got taken down.
Yeah, he said. He specifically said, "We're working on a horror game, and yes, it is the game you think we are working on." So, yeah, they are definitely working on the next Silent Hill game. Also, I'd like to point out, and I heard a couple of my other people that I watch say this. It's funny. Bloober Team might have gotten like a bunch of funding from Microsoft to make the Medium. They make a mediocre-esque game, because a lot of people are having problems with Medium, just so they can put all of their people at PC. It's actually really hard to run the game like a higher settings or whatever, because you're rendering 2 different games at once.
Yeah, actually, I've got good screens for it. I'll show you, because I've been watching a 40-minute playthrough because of the news. But yeah, this is what happens. So the Medium is essentially the premise is you are a medium, and when you come into contact with whatever the supernatural, the screen splits in 2, and you have a conversation while in the supernatural world. Mm-hmm. At the same time, the game shows you what's happening in the real world too.
So yeah, you're like rendering 2 different styles of the game at once, and it's actually hurting PCs right now. Like with consoles, it's not too bad because it's kind of made for consoles or whatever. But for this game, particularly with the GPUs and stuff, it's actually having a really tough time. But the joke was that Bloober Team got all this money to make these games or whatever. Guarantee you, they're putting most of this money into Silent Hill.
I can't fault them.
Yeah.
Oh my, that is funny. I mean, I could see why Silent Hill team were interested in they approached Supermassive first, I think, right? Something like that, but they couldn't do it at the time.
I think Konami approached a couple of different developers to this, because they're becoming more of a publisher company now, instead of actually doing games on their own, because they feel like they themselves aren't going to make money making games, but they can license out their IPs to actually make a butt ton of money through developers that are actually going to make good games.
Yeah. So, because Yeah, because the medium, the atmosphere is Silent Hill-ish, I suppose, especially when it's in that bottom image, the supernatural world.
Yeah.
And it's like the medium is like a exploration puzzle game, but they said that for this next horror game they're working on, they're going to add more action in.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah.
I mean, it's going to be Silent Hills in general, so.
Yeah. And this is happening in tandem with a Silent Hill game that's already in development as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, VGC confirmed that that 2 Silent Hill games are actually being worked on, and one is actually by a known Japanese developer and is supposed to be revealed this summer.
Any guesses?
Kojima's team.
Yeah.
Koji Pro.
Yeah, I think it's going to be I think it's going to be Koji Pro.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's either going to be Koji Pro or it's just going to be Japan, Sony Japan Studios. Like they're just Sony in general.
Yeah. Is it apart from the series' familiar gameplay?
I mean, that could easily be Kojima, because Kojima will do whatever the hell he feels like with his video games. So
was that Amazon Prime delivery game?
Yeah, I still need to beat that game.
I'm trying to imagine a Silent Hills game or Silent Hill game wherein you have access to the combat from Metal Gear Solid 5, and suddenly I'm just a lot less scared of everything.
Yeah. I really want a Kojima Silent Hill. I mean, Kojima said he was working on a horror game about a year ago. So there's a pretty big maybe that he's working on this that he's working on Silent Hill. And since he's not directly working with Konami, maybe who knows?
It would be nice.
I would like to see these 2 new Silent Hill games.
PT, we talked about it previously, right? PT was terrifying.
Oh. Man, dude, this year's probably going to be pretty good for horror games, because like I played RE7, and then RE8 comes out soon, and then hopefully this announcement of the Silent Hill game isn't going to be too far out from the actual release. It's going to be good. Can't wait. Next on the list, Dalet's favorite topic to talk about, because he likes to laugh at this game.
I do.
The next-gen versions of Marvel's Avengers is to be released on March 18th, and it's coming with the Operation Hawkeye DLC, where you get to play as Hawkeye.
Clint!
Good old Clint Burton.
Will you get the Hawkeye initiative? Winky face.
So next on the list, CDPR is using DMCA to remove tweets that share stolen source files for the whole recent hack that they had. So that's pretty good. They're shutting down people from trying to share their source files.
I said it before, I'm going to say it again. I've never seen the DMCA system used correctly before.
I know, right?
I shouldn't say correctly, but used in such good faith before.
Yeah, this is the whole reason DMCA needs to be used, not the scumbag way of, oh, you're using a song that shouldn't be used on a stream, which we'll get to later on down the line because it's really funny. To go back, so I just don't cut off the whole Marvel's Avengers thing. I mean, will I play Marvel's Avengers on March 18th to play the Operation Hawkeye DLC? No, I won't.
Not with your new shiny PS5?
I'm proud of you.
No, I won't. I mean, I have it for PC. I'm not going to buy it again for for PlayStation.
What are you going to play on your PS5 besides PS4 games?
I have besides PS4 games. I mean, I guess I could get.
Yeah,
Demon's
I got
Souls.
you there, didn't I?
I guess I could get. I mean, I'm gonna get Spider-Man Miles Morales at some point.
Oh yeah.
It's just so I can play Spider-Man at 60 frames. I might actually. I won't get Demon Souls. As much as I no, I don't. As much as I don't want to play Demon Souls. Actually, I've watched enough people play Demon Souls. I think I've.
Are you sure? You're trying to talk yourself out of it.
Man, it's one of those games where I'm like, man, I would love to play it, but it's also one of those games where I'm like, I suck complete shit at those types of games, and I will not get through it. So.
What are the other PS5?
Aqua, do you
What?
want to play Demon Souls?
No, I don't want to play Demon Souls. I like watching people play Demon Souls, though.
Is that your final answer?
That is my final answer. I'm not going to waste $60 to $70 on a game that I probably won't beat.
Well, I mean, your options for PS5 games are currently, well, PS5 exclusive games are still fairly limited. There's the excellent Astro's Playroom that ships with it, so you'll have that.
Oh, yeah, I can't wait to play that.
There's Demon Souls, which Aqua will not be playing. There's Destruction All Stars, which is apparently very disappointing.
Oh, but I don't have to pay for that.
Do you not?
If I get it before March, if I get my PS5 before March does, it's on PS Plus.
Hey, there you go. And there's Miles Morales, even though that's on both. And I guess we're currently waiting for what? God of War, Ratchet and Clank, that Returnal game.
Ratchet and Clank should be coming out pretty soon, I think. So.
Yeah, I played the first Ratchet and Clank. I like this series. I enjoy watching people absolutely devastate those games and speedruns. I played the first two, I believe. But this is easily the most interesting one they've ever made.
Yeah. They're really using that SSD in that game.
Yeah. Like, Sony Hardcore used this to show off, and it was a good call.
Yeah. But no, I won't play Marvel's Avengers thing. I mean, if you get I don't know if you get the DLC for free on PC, but I'd have to, again, re-download Marvel's Avengers on PC again. And
right.
I don't know if I want to do that, so who knows?
Well, going back to the Project Red things, right?
Yeah.
So my favorite quote from this IGN article, I'm going to read this now. One of the users who received the above notice, the takedown notice, mentioned that their tweet got taken down as it contained a torrent to download the source code for Gwent. The user also stated that, and I quote, "Let's just say it wasn't anything I didn't expect." Like, oh,
let's just say
Yeah.
I expected to get taken down. Let's say.
Oh gosh, yeah. You know what they did. They know what they did.
That's hilarious. Yeah, no, I'm glad CDPR is using the DMCA for something good. Even though people were still getting DMCA'd for playing Cyberpunk on or playing the music from Cyberpunk on Twitch.
Oh, is that still happening?
I don't know if it's happening anymore, but when the game
okay.
came out, it was happening. So
we will touch on the DMCA at least one more time by the end of this episode. So.
Yeah.
No joke, yeah.
Next, any people that like to play Half-Life 2, though, the RTS mod that was in development for 13 years finally released. So you can mod your Half-Life 2 file to make it play like an RTS.
Yeah, this is to do with, is it Alien? What's it called? It's a mod for
XCOM.
Alien Swarm.
Oh, Alien Swarm. Okay.
Yeah. So it's also a modification for Alien Swarm set in the Half-Life 2 universe that brings the war between mankind and their brutal Combine overlords to a traditional real-time strategy RTS setting. So yeah, it's a mod that you can download for that. It's free though.
Oh yeah, most mods are usually free for
yes.
Half-Life. Yeah, Half-Life is literally the basis of which all mods come from.
Is that true?
I mean, it's the most moddable game in history.
Yeah, I suppose. You got Gary's
true?
mod.
I'm trying to think because it feels correct.
I mean,
think that's just a system of Valve-made games.
I mean, it's either Half-Life 2 or it's Skyrim.
That was actually the competition I was thinking of.
But I hear more about Half-Life 2 mods than I do Skyrim. I hear people going, "I'm playing Skyrim so I can mod it." I don't hear about Half-Life 2 half the time. I hear about the mods from Half-Life 2.
That's actually a good shout. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
There was a long time that Gary's mod was just all over the place.
and
Team Fortress 2 especially.
fuck, didn't Dota come from a Half-Life mod?
No, that was a Warcraft mod.
Oh, Warcraft mod. Okay, yeah.
Okay. Oh, just aside, the mod that we were talking about just now is called Lambda Wars.
Lambda Wars.
Yeah, as in lamb is in meh. Da is one word.
Lambda. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a
On Steam.
Is that a Greek word?
Well, it's a Greek letter.
Yeah, Greek letter. Yeah. Lambda. Yeah, I mean, it looks pretty nice. From what I've seen of it, it kind of reminds me of XCOM a bit, but I mean, it's an RTS game, so. All right. So next we get into our two big, not conventions. Well, one's kind of a convention, but two big announcements that happened this week.
Yes.
One is the Nintendo Direct, where we had a bunch of surprising stuff announced this Nintendo Direct. I will go ahead and say, one being Pyra and Mithra are now in Smash Ultimate from Xenoblade Chronicles 2.
I know there are a lot of salty people out there now. I understand. I feel your pain. But Pyra's in Smash, yes, very good.
I love Pyra. I actually really enjoyed watching Aqua play through this game.
Oh, he's so good. I'm just very pleased it wasn't Rex. I'm so happy. I feel almost bad at how happy I am it wasn't Rex.
Rex still makes it in, though.
That's fine.
He's in the final Smash.
Good. Nice.
Well, yeah, that's
whatever.
the ending of the game, right?
Yeah, no.
That's very mature of me. Pardon.
Yeah, I mean, Pyramithra, you get to play as either one of them. Well, I mean, you get to swap out who you play as while you're in the middle of the game.
Yes, they seem to function like Sheik and Zelda had in past titles before they split up.
Yeah.
Whoa, wait! They split up Sheik and Zelda.
Yeah. You can play as either Sheik or Zelda now.
Because Sheik is genuinely good, and Zelda is. She has good things about her. She's better now that she's her own character.
Yeah.
I say.
So that's pretty fun. Like I said, Rex is in the final Smash. They do their iconic big moves with each other.
We got a new stage as well, where everyone else in the cast gets to turn up, except for Vanden, because he's spoilers.
Yeah.
Can we get like a special move? We just throw Tora.
Oh my god!
Like in that one cutscene, I can never get over that cutscene.
It's pretty. So before I knew it was a Smash, like I knew it was a Smash thing. When I watched the trailer for it, because obviously I didn't actually watch the Direct in entirety, but if I were watching it like as the Direct went on, I'd have been like, is this even a Smash commercial, or like is this even a Smash announcement? Because
you would have been me. I thought it was genuinely DLC, and I was very excited.
I was thinking, I was like, oh man, this looks really good. Like they literally got the B team at Monolith to make some cutscenes for this for this Smash thing.
They're very pretty.
Admittedly, the last few have been. I mean, what's since Byleth have been astounding.
Actually, yeah, they have been. They've been really good.
Like let's as much as I enjoyed this one, and this one was very enjoyable for a plethora of reasons. Let's remember that they just remade Advent Children in a Smash spot.
Mm-hmm.
It's true, yeah.
Smash team goes absolutely ham.
It's very good. They have fun with it. So there's another burning question. Every time there's a new character introduced, the whole community asks in unison, what will Kirby look like?
Yes, yes, they do.
I've seen one where Kirby has some really big boobies.
I saw that one too.
I have not, but this does not surprise me.
I will be, man, honestly, what I think will happen when Kirby like eats either one of them, he's just gonna have like red or blonde hair, and then he'll have their weapon. I think that's all you're gonna get.
I mean, this is accurate. He's going to get the cute red bob, the long flowing blonde hair, and their tiara.
Yeah.
Because I can't imagine giving him anything else.
And then the blade itself.
Nothing else. Couldn't imagine giving him any other things.
I was tempted to like redraw his feet as if they were, you know.
Oh no! Please no! Please no!
Oh, you should do that.
This
I might well do.
they're getting so close to me actually buying Smash. Very close.
Same.
Very. I think there needs to be one more character to tip it over.
Does he have spiky hair and wield a really weird implement of bludgeoning damage?
Maybe. I don't think they're gonna put Sora in Smash.
No, neither do I.
I don't think that's ever gonna happen. But the community.
Well, I'd never say never. I just don't think it was in the cards this time.
The community really fucking wants it to happen. And well, we will see. We will see.
Ooh, okay.
And before they pull a nasty and just put in Terra.
Oh, you've somehow made the thought I had, but worse.
No,
I was going to say Kyrie, but...
No, I was going to say they put in Aqua before they put in Terra anyway.
I know.
That makes more sense, though, but...
I'm joking. I'm being silly. I would
you
actually
said
like
it and
Kyrie.
it hurt me.
I would actually like to see Kyrie, you know, or at least...
So, and I understand
You know how mad the Kingdom Hearts community would be if they put in Kyrie?
It's like, I understand this. She's the playable character in the most recent DLC, but people do not want that.
Let her do stuff.
Yeah, let her do stuff in the game that she's in. Please. The Remind DLC does no justice, honestly.
Oh no!
Oh, that's disappointing.
I've
purposely been waiting on it.
It's like it's good DLC, but you get to play as Kyrie once in it, and it's just for the boss fight in the DLC.
Ooh, I thought there was more than that.
No, it's literally so. Spoilers.
Taking off my
No. I won't even do it. You just get to play as her once. That's it.
Okay.
And it's like, I mean, she plays all right, but that's about it. Like, she doesn't get. She's not badass at any moment of the game. So
that's very sad.
Just get her out of here.
Like, it's not like they're incapable because Sakura is amazing. You know.
No, it's just Kyrie has the weakest of wrists, as you would say.
Yeah.
Anyway, so Pyramith and Smash, can't wait. Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword gets an HD remaster for the Switch.
It's very good. It's kind of one of those big, important Legend of Zelda games.
A lot of people are very relieved because now they don't have to play a worse version of this game. If they liked it, they don't have to deal with shitty motion controls.
It is immediately the thing that turned me off from playing that.
So that's good. Now I will be made to play this game because I have a friend that wants me to play a bunch of Zelda games, and now
she's gonna make you do it,
eh? She's got to play the game first. She hasn't played the game yet, so I still have time.
So funny enough, a lot of people were. It's hard to say disappointed because of the level of the fan base. Skyward Sword is a really weird game in that it's fine, technically fine, and I think people really do respect and enjoy the lore and world building. It is not one of the more popular games, however. And so seeing this come up with an HD remake is good because it takes away one of the biggest aspects for people who don't like the game. Like you, like me, I have no interest in the motion controls.
Yeah.
Never have, never will. But I do know that a lot of people were looking forward to seeing either a Majora's Mask Ocarina of Time Switch port, a Twilight Princess, or a Wind Waker port. However, I will say this is the 35th anniversary of Zelda, and we should very much be expecting in the next couple of months a special direct specifically for Legend of Zelda.
Yeah, because they're gonna announce fucking or
Probably
not
everything I just said.
Well, no, I wouldn't say everything you just said. They're 100% going to talk about Breath of the Wild too.
Yeah, I think that's also like the big time to talk about it, so that's fair enough.
So we will see. So and I didn't actually look this up, but I'm going to go ahead and say it's the same developers as Octopath Traveler that are doing this game.
You are correct, sir.
Yeah, it looks exactly like the style, right?
They're doing this game, and this is probably a tentative name, but it's called Project Triangle Strategy.
Yeah,
well, that's what we said about Octopath, isn't it?
Okay, yeah. Well, I'm gonna go past that, and I don't really care about the name, but this game looks pretty decent actually, even though I'm not really into turn-based strategy RPGs.
Yeah, there's two schools of thoughts on it, and that is, Square's decided to make a Fire Emblem game, or for those who played Square games, they're making a new tactics game.
Yeah, it looks very tacticsy. So
yeah, I tuned into Sly when he was like playing, and my immediate thought was tactics. So that was cool. I do like those games. I'd never really have a chance to sit down and play them though.
I played a good bit of Octopath Traveler. I haven't beat it yet. But that's one of those games where I played it a lot when I had like the motivation to play it, and then I lost all motivation to play it, and so I never picked it back up.
It's a shame. Like War of the Lions is really good if you were interested in the story as well.
I've played War of the Lions. I have done that entirety. Me and my friend have 100% of the co-op missions for that game. I love War of the Lions. Octopath Traveler, on the other hand, I loved playing it, but I got really bored with it like halfway through.
See, what made you feel bored?
I don't know. I'm not too big on it. Like, I don't know.
I hear a lot of people aren't taken with the characters. Like, there's one or two that they like, and the rest of them just are misses.
Yeah, I liked a couple of the characters, but the story itself wasn't very gripping. It was kind of meh. And so, and there's too many characters, and I say this as a person that plays Tales games, that plays Star Ocean games, that plays games that have a lot of characters in it, that plays Trails games. That have 50 plus playable characters.
Yeah.
I think what they did with the Octopath Traveler was interesting, but it wasn't interesting enough with the characters that they had. I think the storyline was just too split, and that it took you like 40 hours just to even get to like maybe the actual good part of like the main story.
Gosh, I see.
So I wasn't that huge of a fan, and so that's why I stopped playing it. This game, on the other hand, I might be interested in if it has a better cohesive, like, straight narrative story.
About that.
Okay, I know about the branching things because there's choices in it that change like things like changes what characters you might get and everything like that. I understand that. That's okay. I've a bunch of the JRPGs that I play have that. Or hell, fucking Mass Effect has that, where you make a decision and one of your fucking characters dies. But I mean like a more cohesive story, like not just like, oh, you're Cyrus the apothecary or scholar or whatever his name is, and you go through this one area and then you pick up this character and this character and this character, and you're just doing whatever. I don't even remember the story of Octopath. That's how much it like weighed on my conscience. But this game looks really nice, and if it plays anything like, I mean, there's a demo out for it, right?
Yeah, it went live directly after the announcement.
Yeah, so I'll download that and test it out. I heard that this demo is hard as fuck, though.
Ah, so they've gone the Bravely Default route, I see.
Yeah, I heard it is very difficult. So I will download it and try it. But next is Splatoon 3, which is actually something I'm pretty surprised that they're announcing so soon.
Yeah, it was pretty evident pretty immediately what game it was, but my gut instinct said, oh, it's new DLC for Splatoon 2, is it?
No, it's actual. Like, this is something weird because not many Nintendo games get sequels within the same console cycle.
That feels like a safe thing to say, yeah.
Yeah. Not many Nintendo games get actual sequels in its console cycle, so it kind of like shows you how much people like maybe actually like really like and play Splatoon. But I'm surprised that they're putting a lot of development time into making another Splatoon when they could like make a Mario Kart for the Switch or an actual Mario game.
Yeah, someone told me something that I didn't realize was true. So is it true that there's been no Mario Kart for Switch specifically?
Yeah.
And that Mario Kart 8 is actually from the Wii U?
Yeah.
I had no idea. I've seen Mario Kart Deluxe since forever on the Switch. I didn't even know it was on the Wii U.
Yeah, they just ported it from the Wii U over to the Switch. It's not there has not been a Mario Kart that it was specifically made for the Switch.
Interesting.
And the only Mario game that we've really gotten is Odyssey.
Yeah.
For the Switch. I mean, we've got the 3D Mario that actually just got that Bowser's Fury little add-on to it, which I heard is actually really good. So maybe they're doing a little bit of Mario development. But yeah, there has not been a Mario Kart for the Switch, and I'm honestly kind of surprised.
I bet the port was the same price as a full game. They never bring down the price for Mario Kart ever.
They never bring down the price for Nintendo games. They are notorious for being as expensive years down the line than as they are day one.
Donkey Kong is still very cheap, though.
Yeah, that's fair.
And Donkey Konga and Donkey Kong.
I'm seeing a pattern here.
And pretty much all of the Donkey Kong games still are pretty cheap. Even though they're like butt years old. So yeah, Splatoon 3 looks nice. I haven't played Splatoon 1 or 2, but people like really like playing Splatoon. So, and they actually have more hairstyles for the guy squids.
Good kids.
Yeah,
they're squids now. They're kids now.
So next is they announced Star Wars Hunters, actual Star Wars game.
Yeah, I'm rooting for this because I got an old co-worker that worked on this.
So. Oh, very
nice.
Yeah, they did concept art. So It looks. I saw the teaser trailer for it. I'm assuming. I mean, from the title too, we're going to be bounty hunters.
Hopefully, I didn't see much on it.
I looked at it. I still am not quite sure what that game is. But
there was a lot of fighting, right? You go in down this tunnel, and there's like you're presented with various people, right? And then there's fighting eventually. I'm just assuming, since hunters, right? You either are a hunter or you are something. I don't know.
Or you are the prey.
Oh my goodness!
There
was like one lightsaber. Like went zhong at the end, right? But
they did show there was a Star Wars. I mean, there's lightsabers in the beginning too when they were showing the holograms.
Right.
Yeah, I'm watching the trailer right now. I mean, it's probably about as good as you might have. I mean, they didn't really even show anything about it. It was just like a small trailer.
It was very, very teasery.
Yeah. So who knows? Who knows what it's going to
Who
be?
knows? Who knows?
If
I mean, the timing of it, right? We got Mandalorian have just finished, and then we have the Boba Fett stuff starting up soon.
Yeah.
Cannot wait.
More Star Wars games, please.
Mm-hmm.
Next is it Metopia? Is Metopia next?
Now, next is No More Heroes 3.
Oh yeah. So they announced the release date in this trailer. It is in August. I don't remember the date. It's August. I want to say it was like 19th. I'm pretty sure it was August 19th.
It is going to be late fall. Oh, sorry. August would be really early fall.
August would be late summer.
Yeah. So, I mean, Travis is back. There are aliens. We're going to fight, but we're also going to mow lawns. So,
Hey man, you gotta make money somehow.
I love how ridiculous these games are.
You
I
gotta
need
make.
to go back and play the others again.
I was never into No More Heroes. I was never into Nintendo games, so I.
Was it first released on the Wii? What was it on first?
No More Heroes is an old game, wasn't it? Like the first one.
No, it was yeah, the first one was on the Wii.
Okay.
At least that's what I remember it being on.
Yeah, because I remember the Wii controller, right? You had to swing it around or something.
August 27th.
As you do with the Wii controller.
August 27th is the release date for No More Heroes 3.
There you go.
Okay.
I mean, this game looks nice, but I don't play a lot of.
Dude, No More Heroes is wild.
Yeah.
So, like, I haven't had the chance to play the older games because, like you mentioned, they were on Nintendo programs, consoles, which I've just not been picking up. But I have a Switch now, so we'll see about that.
So the good thing about No More Heroes games is that you end up having a lot of like it doesn't get super boring because you're ending up going through like different types of gameplay. Like
Correct.
Like I'm like in this trailer, it goes from a horror type style like first person game to literally Final Fantasy style playing. So, or turn based Final Fantasy. I can't say Final Fantasy now because now they're all going to be fucking action based games. So yeah, like I mean, I might check it out depending. But again, I don't play my Switch very often. Let's see. Next is Legend of Zelda: Hyrule Warriors: Age of Calamity expansion pass.
You played this recently, right?
He thought he was finished, but I warned him. This game's going to be supported for at least a year.
Why? Like I didn't play this game 100%. I just played the story. So if they add more story to it, which I'm assuming is that's what they're going to do, then I have to play it.
They're going to be adding a bunch of things, but yeah, there's going to be a small story segment, as I recall. I believe there are going to be characters, as I recall. So yeah, there's just going to be more overall content to enjoy.
I wonder what characters are going to add.
I still have my money that at least at some point, one of the characters introduced is going to be Lana or Sia, or both, from the previous title because of their space in... I don't know how it works. They guard like a time gate or something. This game is all about time. She's 1,000% going to walk through.
I don't know any of those characters, but because I didn't play Breath of the Wild.
No, she's from the last Warriors game.
Oh, well, I didn't play the last Warriors game either.
Also fair.
Yeah.
I'm gonna click 2.
So I mean, I'll play. I'll play it most likely. I enjoyed Hyrule Warriors, so.
Just when you thought you escaped, it reels you back in.
Reels me back in.
Every time he thinks he's out, they pull him back in.
Too bad there's not a Switch Pro I can play it on, so I don't have to play with a lot of dropped frames.
Yeah, pity that.
Yeah, pity that. Anyway, so Metopia, I saw it and I assume it's just a world where you get to play as your me characters in like a city.
Yeah.
Yeah, this
Yeah.
feels like an entire game based on a concept that was in the 3DS for. Oh, I forget what it was called. You pass by people, they give you puzzle
Street
pieces and
Pass.
such. Was it really just Street Pass? All right.
Street Pass,
Something
you
like
just
that.
walked by
Yeah.
people and you got random shit for it.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
like, there was a thing you could do that I ended up doing at conventions just because it was convenient. And they would bring back things you could form a party, go dungeon diving with them. It was a simple game, but yeah, like this seems like an expansion upon that very good idea.
It's very social.
Yeah.
Very much so.
We need a lot more social stuff in this day and age, I guess.
I mean, to be fair, it's just, I mean, I was kind of starting to wonder why Mii's were even still things other than the Mii fighters.
Yeah.
This gives them a reason to continue existing. I guess not just the Mii fighters, but as I recall, Breath of the Wild NPCs are actually just Mii's using
That's
a different
right.
engine. So
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
they're just finding more and more ways to use them, and I appreciate that.
I mean, you still use your Mii's in like the whole like the sports thing or the like bowling and all that crap.
Oh right, I do forget about those games.
Actually, I quite enjoyed Mii Sports.
Yeah, Mii Sports is really good.
Yeah, Mii Sports is good.
And last but not least, Fall Guys.
Yahoo!
I'm happy to see you continue to do well.
Fall Guys on Switch.
Yep.
That said, you have forgotten something important. This is not last.
Oh, it is not
It-
last?
It is certainly not last, and it is still not least. You, sir, managed to forget Mario Golf coming back.
Oh, yeah, I forgot Mario Golf, yeah.
And I say this completely unironically. I'm pretty excited about that. I like this stupid Mario sports games. I think they're grand.
I completely forgot
Played
about Mario Golf.
Please tell me all about Mario Golf.
Why
Why is it better than real life golf? Please tell me.
Excuse me, in real life, can I play as Princess Daisy and then go speed golfing and ride on like mushrooms and nonsense, knocking my opponents to the side?
I mean, you could, but it's probably not legal.
Yeah, that's fair. That is fair.
Yeah, because real life golf is really boring. So I'm
is.
glad they expanded on this. Good. Well done, Nintendo.
This game I will most likely get because I have a lot of friends that would play Mario Golf, and I like the previous versions of Mario Golf, and it's taken them this long to fucking put it on Switch.
I will probably join you. I have no care for golf. I do not like golf as a sport. I love Mario Golf. It's so good. I liked Wii Golf as well.
Yeah. Anyway, that was the last of the Nintendo stuff. I will definitely pick up Mario Golf. So next we have BlizzCon, or the online BlizzCon that I didn't watch.
2 days.
I believe it was called. I believe it was called Blizzconline.
Oh my god! Really?
Was it?
Yeah.
How did you cringe?
When I first noticed it, I was very disappointed.
Yeah, this is a 2-day thing. They had a schedule for each day. I only caught the first one because the other day I had to do other things.
I worked both days, but that's why we have Dalit. Dalit, tell us all about BlizzCon or BlizzConline.
I did not watch the second day because the second day we were all panels. The meat and potatoes are in those panels, but if you're just here for the shiny, glossy new titles, well, we got all of those on day one. But preceding that was a special performance by DJ Hodor. That's not his name. His name is Christian Narn, I believe.
Yeah.
And it was nice.
I didn't realize he DJ'd like that.
Oh, yeah. He's a professional DJ.
Yeah.
I didn't know.
He DJ'd on set, as I recall.
Yeah, he did. He DJ'd on set of Game of Thrones.
I didn't know.
Yeah, it's grand.
He was really into it too.
He was.
Wow.
Yeah. I think
he was way more into it than I was.
I think Game of Thrones is like his only like actual acting thing.
No, he has other credits, but that's like the only one you're gonna know.
Yeah. But I think he just primarily wants to DJ, which is, I mean,
Too
hey,
right, man. Good on him.
Yeah.
people will just go to fucking watch Hodor DJ in general. So, oh, actually, no, there was one thing I saw him that had him in it. I can't remember what it was, and I think it was a TV show that had
Very likely.
that had the him in it. Yeah, that was I love Hodor.
Yeah, and it was really good. If you enjoyed that music, and I hope a lot of you do, that was probably very exciting. It's not my particular jam. It just never got loud or exciting enough for me. But yeah,
There,
no, like he's very good at what he does.
he's saying
I was
there wasn't enough wubs.
Yeah, kind of.
Ah, whoop whoop.
I'm not
No,
even a big
I was,
wub guy.
I was momentarily like transfixed on him dancing to his own music because he was like very into it. Everything was perfectly timed as well.
Very serious business.
Very professional. Very good.
But yeah, like he did. He put on a great show, and then after
Yes.
that, we went into the traditional, just big corporation. Thank you for playing our games. We had a lot of heartfelt stories told by the community on behalf of Blizzard. So it's good to remember that despite a lot of the things we say about them, they have the capacity to do good.
Kinda.
But that's not what you're here for. You're here for the games, and I think I'm pretty sure it led off with Blizz Arcade.
Tell us about
Blizz
Blizz Arcade.
So Blizz Arcade kind of threw me for a loop because I've never once in my whole life heard people ask for this. But fair. Blizz Arcade is not even a reimagining, but it's bringing together 3 kind of legacy titles from Blizzard: Rock and Roll Racing, The Lost Vikings, and Blackthorn. And now you get to have them all in one spot. And I believe if you've at any point bought was it a convention pass to BlizzCon, you have it free on your Battle.net.
How much is
it? There was something like that. They didn't say a price out loud, so I'm not actually too sure.
What price tag are we betting here?
Oh, it's a good question. I can't imagine it's going to be that much for these titles. $30 tops.
Oh wow!
I mean, these are games that are spanning way back into the arcadey type.
Oh, this is
genre.
way before their inductions into Diablo and all that.
Oh yeah, like Blizzard's been around since 1991, thus the 30-year celebration.
I was gonna give them a more of the benefit of the doubt and say $20.
Could be. I don't actually know. And when I looked up the announcement on Blizzard, I don't recall seeing a price there either. So I also don't use the Battle.net launcher, so I can't say I don't have anything from Activision or Blizzard on my computer anymore.
It's coming out on Switch as well, apparently.
Oh,
and
Switch.
PS5.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and PS5, PS4.
All right, yeah, $20. Calling it. It's my prophetical moment here. Next, there was a World of Warcraft patch for Shadowlands. Did they explain what was going to go into that?
They did, but you'd be better off looking this up and explaining because I don't know what's happening. I believe that was Anduin we saw.
Oh, the Paladin guy?
Yeah, I believe it was Anduin we saw get turned all evil by some jailer. I genuinely have no idea what's going on. It kind of felt very Lich King-y.
It was like essentially this guy trying to break away from death or something like that, and he'd sent that chap to go to the... Oh, I don't know my lore.
This is the Chains of Domination.
This is Chains of Domination, the new Warcraft patch specifically for Shadowlands.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, I've seen what it looks like. Yeah, it looks like some shit's going down.
It's a very entertaining trailer.
Oh, they do such a good job.
They do.
And it wasn't even using like the highest level of their graphics. It was like that in between. It's like the middle scenes that they use, like the in-game stuff, that's still super high quality.
Yeah, yeah. So they actually announced the Burning Crusade patch.
They did. They to everyone's surprise, after some of the news that's been going around as of late, they were very excited and very adamant in putting out Burning Crusade is in fact coming to Classic.
Okay, maybe they canned the Classic team after they made the Burning Crusade patch. And
That's
they're
the
just
that's the
leaving it
thought
there.
I had. Honestly,
they
not
said
having
the thing
like
too.
they did. They had.
Oh.
They had. We were in fact very prepared, but they said it anyway.
We're
But no,
not
I mean this
prepared.
this makes sense, right? Like this is the big expansion. This is the one that everyone talks about.
Yes.
This is like peak WoW. So of
Yeah.
course this was coming out, and I guess in hindsight, it's silly for us to have ever thought that they were going to stop this before Burning Crusade.
Yeah.
No. Yeah,
Oh, they
no.
did say there was a way to split progression. Like if you wanted to go into Burning Crusade, you could do that with the same character, but also keep that a version of your character on just classic WoW
Yeah.
as well.
They did
Yes.
say there was also like a boost to get up to
Yes.
BC. So that's pretty nice. I might actually hop back into it just to play a little bit of BC. I played BC towards the end, but like before Lich King came out. BC is pretty fun.
Yep, I mean, literally, Burning Crusade and Lich King are the only two expansions that I hear like universal praise for.
Yeah. And it,
So
if they do, since they're doing a BC, they can't not do Wrath of the Lich King.
You think that, but I mean, I certainly hope to be wrong because that's the other half of like what people talk about when they talk about WoW in the before times.
Yeah.
I hope you all get what you want. I genuinely do. I can't wait for Aqua to go on and tell us all about how BC is nothing like how he remembers.
I have a very shitty memory when it comes to playing video games back in the day. So
And I can't wait for Evan to absolutely stomp everything in there.
Oh yeah, 100%. They announced some new cards and stuff for Hearthstone.
Yeah, there's gonna be a new expansion as well. I'm
yeah.
pretty sure they said.
Yeah. Hearthstone's like I only play Battlegrounds in Hearthstone now, which is like the auto chess Hearthstone mode.
Yeah.
Which is actually really fun.
Mm-hmm.
It's probably one of the best auto chests that I've actually encountered. So that's pretty fun.
I've never played an auto chess game.
You should probably if you're gonna try any auto chess, I would download Hearthstone and try it and try the Battlegrounds. It's pretty good. So you said Ranger class, but they also announced Rogue as well.
So my
No.
that was purely a mistype on my point.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It is in fact the rogue.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just rogue. They can also use a bow, but it is a rogue.
Okay. So for Diablo 4, they announced the Rogue class.
They did,
Yes.
and it looked amazing.
Yeah. Did it remind you anything like Demon Hunter?
Not really, to be honest. They took a two-pronged approach to rogue. There is stabby stealth rogue, and there is kill you from quarter to half the screen away rogue.
Yeah.
So Vax and Vax.
So Vax and Vax, Vax and Vax. Honestly, the trailers are all going to look phenomenal, and this one was really off-putting in a good way.
It was a good way. It was like the sound effects too. It was great though. It's just what I want from Diablo.
I'm
Dark
like
and gothic and grimy.
Yeah, I'm like slightly excited for Diablo 4, but I'm excited for the next thing that was announced.
Yes.
That is the Diablo 2 Resurrected remaster, which apparently comes out this year.
This is for you too. I have never played Diablo 2. It's one that I do want to play because I enjoyed 3, and I've heard 2 was just better. So
I've only played hacked Diablo 2. I haven't actually played Diablo 2 in full.
I played the original thing. Oh, lots of good memories. I've talked about it a few times. We've mentioned anything Diablo, all the LAN parties I had with it. It was awesome. So I'm very, very excited about it. I mean, like gameplay wise, it is simpler
Yeah.
than more recent ones, obviously, but you know, it's just also very fun as well. As there's no like faff on top of it.
Mm-hmm. This Diablo 2 does come with the expansion, Lord of Destruction, right? Is that what it's called? The
Yes, I
expan-
believe it was. I believe this was essentially what you could consider, for the time, the definitive version.
Yeah, yeah. So that's gonna be great. We're all gonna play it when it comes out, right?
I have to
Yes,
assume so.
you can get it
Yeah.
on play. Like so, there is a question that I always ask when this sort of thing, this sort of game occurs and is released.
Yeah.
So it's on PC and PS4 or all of the consoles, right?
Oh, it is.
And it said there is, yeah, they said there's a cross progression, but I'm not sure if that means cross play either. And I am ready to be disappointed again.
Yeah, and it's definitely something to consider, because cross progression is not crossplay.
But here's the thing,
And
like you have a Western PlayStation account, right?
Yes.
We can all just get it for PlayStation.
I would love
Yeah.
for everyone to do that. That would be great.
And
yeah, this is fun.
I can play it on my PlayStation 5.
This guy. Yes,
Yeah.
this is something that we can do. I'm looking forward to it. I've heard like most of my friends that are older than me talk about like this being one of the things that they just did. Honestly, a lot of friends my age, I just kind of was literally living on a rock.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I can go on. This is my university years. I was playing this with my whole household because I was in a shared house.
Yeah. I played Diablo 3 for PlayStation. It's actually runs pretty well. Like the controls are actually pretty good for the for consoles. So
Funny you should say this now. Important, because now we're talking about whether PlayStation can handle it or not. This will be launching with two different forms.
Yes.
An upgraded visual form that keeps to the kind of intended designs.
oh yeah.
They're not going to modernize it. They are just going to make it 3D and look very pretty. But they're going to keep everything virtually one-to-one. But you will also have access to the olden jank, which is very
Yeah.
good.
All the nostalgia for you. Yeah, even they were making the CG cutscenes too, but they're like you said, one for one. They'll just
One-to-one, yeah.
upgrade the graphics for it. I can't wait.
Yeah, can't wait to. I'm really excited.
Same.
Yeah.
So there was apparently a special performance from
Oh, I love this.
the great metal band Metallica.
Not that you'd know.
Not that people watching on Twitch would know, because Twitch had to play music over it to make sure their account didn't get DMCA'd.
So this is actually highly amusing, because me and League watched this on YouTube.
Yeah.
So
were fine.
we got to hear Metallica. It was only after the fact that we started seeing things pop up about mostly memes about what was going on, or at least I thought they were memes, until I found out that was the actual music they chose to play. So yes, Twitch, out of fear for their own auto DMCA bot, pinging them for playing Metallica, who they do not have the rights to, chose to play royalty-free music. And did they play royalty-free metal-sounding music?
No.
No, they didn't. They played very mellow, very chill, ambient fantasy music.
Funny.
Oh,
my
boy.
gosh.
Man. This is how you know when DMCA is so out of whack that Twitch can't even control it. They can't even control it on their own accounts.
No. Very funny.
Yeah, this isn't after the fact. This isn't just that they played this live and then the VOD got silenced. No, Twitch, fully understanding the system that they have put in place, saw the very distinct possibility that they were going to get pinged by their system
Yep.
and chose to do it themselves. And quite frankly, on one hand, I feel really bad for anyone who enjoys Metallica and was watching on Twitch. On the other hand, that had to have been hilarious.
That's why I hope
The chat alone would have been so good.
I hope
Oh,
I hope
gosh.
this doesn't have any like dealings or problems with when FanFest happens in May, because they are going to be doing their concerts.
But that's simple. There's a very easy way around that they've already explained. If you want to hear the music, tune
Turn
in
to the
live.
yeah.
Because they're not sure if they're going to be able to have it after the fact.
And
but they will not live be blocking it out with really bad music.
Yeah, no. Oh.
And they do tend to stream on multiple platforms too, so you can just watch it on YouTube just in case.
Just in case.
Oh, I will say this though, what happened on the second day. I didn't watch any of the BlizzCon stuff, but I did see updates of what happened on the second day. Mercer, Laura, and Travis did have a one-shot Diablo D&D campaign at the
They
BlizzCon
did, yes.
Online with a couple,
I didn't know this.
with a couple of other
Yeah.
people.
It's on their YouTube channel now.
Yeah, you can watch it. It should be on the Critical Role YouTube, right?
Correct. You
yeah.
are right.
You should be able to watch it on the Critical Role YouTube. I heard it was actually pretty funny. But yeah, they had their one shot on stage on the second day.
It's about 2 hours long, so not at all long for a D&D game, actually.
No, yeah. Not long for a Critical Role D&D game.
yeah.
But yeah, that's most of the... Oh, actually, no, it's not. Because for some reason, I know I wrote it down on the list, but it's not on the list. Ninja Gaiden is getting a master collection coming out on the technically last generation consoles, which you'll be able to play on this generation consoles. So you'll be able to play Ninja Gaiden 1, 2, and 3 in higher quality and all that.
Yeah, that is
nonsense.
True. I love character action games. I have no interest in picking that up, though. I don't need to be that kind of frustrated.
Me either. I'm not going to pick that up either. I still have Neo 2 to play. If I'm going to play a Ninja Gaiden game, I'll just play Neo 2, I guess.
That's
I'm going to make myself angry while playing a game. I'm going to choose this one.
Yeah, I'm going to choose one that looks really nice and that probably doesn't have jank controls. Actually, Neo 2 looks really good on PC. But yeah, that's all that we have this week, actually. What are we... Oh, wait a minute. Would you just post?
Oh, this is Final Fantasy news.
Yeah.
Oh, no, 16.
The story is going to be it's going to be very action and story oriented. Will contain an easier mode for
breaking news.
Yeah, breaking news.
This is... Oh, we could do it. Do it, yeah, do it. We need a jingle.
breaking news. So this just in. Final Fantasy XVI is trending in Japan right now at number 12 due to Yoshi P recent radio talk with Tokyo FM about the game. It is apparently going to be very action and story oriented. Will contain an easier mode for those who just want to focus on the story, and the themes reflect hardships of real life as you grow older. And there's some art with it, which looks really nice.
Well, I'm getting like the protagonist will get an achy lower back.
Oh god, too real. None of that. Snake did that in MGS4. We don't need to do that again.
Yeah, he's
I'm trying to swing my sword and then I pulled something. I don't know what it was. It just hurts.
I don't know. I swung it and I heard it pop. It was bad. Oh.
Oh, do you know what that means? If Yoshi P is doing interviews,
it's getting close.
There might be some news coming out soon.
Look forward to hearing more about this in the coming week.
So there's some art piece of Shardbert here.
They're going to be so cross with you.
Is this him using the Ifrit stuff?
Presumably, yeah.
Huh.
No, it's just Devil Trigger.
I mean, yep, it is Devil Trigger. But it looks like he's in. Yeah, it looks like he's because this is not what he looks like when he's using in the Phoenix form.
Yeah, we've seen at least in trailers we saw who was it? Phoenix and
Yeah.
You saw
It's
Phoenix,
young-
Garuda, and Titan.
Yeah.
and Titan. I don't quite remember Garuda, but my memory's not to be
Yeah.
trusted. So yeah,
you saw Garuda's
presumably
talons.
yeah. So presumably as we go on, that's going to impact the system that they have in place. Where, I mean, she joked about it, but you have a DT.
Yeah, it's a Devil Trigger. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, my question is like, how early on do you get the Ifrit stuff? Because I always felt like Ifrit was going to be like maybe like the end, like one of the end all be all
So
things.
there's a website that is 16 website up, and you can have a looky at all the lore that they've allowed you to look at so far, and it seems like there isn't usually like the same element out in the world. Like having a Phoenix and an Ifrit seems to be like very unusual.
Yeah.
Yeah, and his little brother was the Phoenix. We don't know what happened to him after big event
he
in the
he
trailer,
dead.
right?
He dead.
Little brother,
I don't
think so?
know about that.
No, they confirmed it. He's dead.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Ah, all right.
So
yeah.
Keep this in mind
the whole Joshua
about-
incident's going to be him dying, and that's why Shardbert goes on his like fucking revenge escapade.
Keep this in mind when you see art like this, however. This is not representative to any particular
true.
point in game.
True.
Remember that when we start this game, he's not even this version of himself. He's a young man. So for all we know, this could be like post-game, what you're working towards.
Yeah, true.
Mhm, mhm.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, very.
Such
Anyway.
a nice image.
It's very good.
Yeah. I can't wait for this.
Mm-hmm.
I have a PS5 now.
Oh,
Fuck, I
Sure
can't
do.
play a PS5.
Ah, man, feels good. I don't have to worry about anything anymore. Feels good, man.
Thanks for listening in, guys.
What are you guys gonna do this week?
not play PS5 games.
I mean, technically, I'm not gonna play PS5 games either. I'll play PS4 games on the PS5.
I'm not even going to be able to play Guilty Gear now.
Oh no, that's right.
No, but
I don't know.
you can go back and start killing some people in Vesperia.
In Vesperia, absolutely. So that's probably going to be my plan, probably. Because I imagine I'm going to have precious little time. I have my finals to cover this week, and then an extra week on top of it. So I'll do Vesperia where I can.
Now you just get to the part where you... Who killed Rago?
Well, as for me, I'm going to continue my grandfather's legacy and build up the farm that he left for me in his will on his very IKEA bed, and then make him proud. So, yep, that's what I'm doing.
You're not gonna play any more
That farm
14?
life.
You're not gonna...
I will. Yeah, no, I do. I need to do some leveling. I don't know what to do.
You need to
I
hop
don't know
into
what class
Bajda.
I want to bring over to the expansion, so I need to think about it.
You gotta hop into Bajda, get up high enough to do
Yeah,
Castrum
I
Lacasatorium.
I don't want to level White Mage because I want to be
A
sage
sage.
now.
You don't want to level
I've
up
got-
in melee because you're probably gonna go be scythe person.
I am curious about that. We'll see. We'll see what it is. Although I got my Dragoon already to 80, so
Yeah. All right.
yeah.
What about you, Aqua? How are you going to enjoy this concept of having a PS5 and not being able to do anything with it yet? Nah.
I mean, I'm gonna do a lot of stuff with it. I mean,
Yeah, but not yet.
I mean, fuck you guys. I'm gonna download God of War and play the PS5 version of God of War because I have a
I am
PS5
actually
patch
very
for it.
Yeah.
I actually need to clean up my room a little bit so I can like maybe move around some stuff because the PS5 is obviously really big. So I might not have it I won't have it in the same place that I have my PS4. So I'll have to shuffle around some stuff. But
Yeah, you better be just be careful because they might get jealous. You got to introduce them slowly to each other, let them smell.
oh no, yeah.
Like, The most advisable thing is to like close the door, put one either side, and just let them, encounter each other.
What I need to do is I need to hook up my external to my PS4 and start
Uh-huh.
loading up my my games onto it.
Correct.
The games that I have downloaded
Yeah, that's a
onto
good
it,
idea.
so I can transfer it
That's a
over.
good idea.
But I'm not gonna play anything on my PS4 because I'm gonna have a PS5 soon. So I'm not gonna play anything on there. But when I do get it, I'll probably go ahead and continue playing East 9, so I can get the feel for how that feels on the PS5, and probably play that. Little actually just beat the game today, but he's been going ham on that game, like ham on that game. So I can't wait to play that, and then I will most likely continue Persona 5 Royal.
Hey, it continues.
Yeah, so I can play Strikers. So yeah.
Ah, yes.
And
I've seen lots of people play that.
I'll play some more 14 because I'm leveling up my jobs. I want to get them all to 80. So I need to get my casters up to 80 so I can actually do the role quest, and so I can do like the subsequent role quest after that, because the caster role quest is the only one that I'm missing.
That is a good point. Yeah.
But I want to get them all to 80 so I can get the Amara mount.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's what I'm going to do this week.
Good.
And
Enjoy.
Yeah, I will. So we will convene next week, where I will talk about a bunch of PS5 shit, and maybe I'll upload some videos.
I've suddenly become really busy. Suddenly, my schedule's been.
Yeah, it's weird. I mean, like I said,
gosh.
finals week. It's gonna be really rough.
Yeah. It's funny how that happens.
21 episodes in, and you haven't flaked out on me yet.
Despite our best efforts.
Yeah, I might upload some. I don't know about some comparison videos, but maybe I don't know what I'll do. Maybe I'll do something.
Good opportunity though, if you could do that.
Yeah. Yeah. We'll see you guys next week, and take care.
Be good now. Bye.
Thank you for listening. If you like this content and want to see more, please like, favorite, and subscribe. Links to our Twitters are in the description.